Hello and welcome to the Class Video Spotlight Series. I'm your host, Graham Triggs, and today I'm joined by Adam Charrington, who's a specialist here at Class on patient engagement. Thanks for joining us today, Adam.
Good to see you, Graham.
Now, today we're talking about a report that we did on Getwell. Now, tell me a little bit about what the space that they play in is and why it was relevant for us to do a report on them.
So Getwell Network is known primarily for their interactive patient system tool they've had for a long time. And a few years ago, they acquired a company called Health Loop, and they've now rebranded as Getwell Loop. And this is a patient outreach type tool that seems to go beyond appointment reminders. It's almost like a patient navigation type tool that they have.
Okay, well, explain what that means a little bit.
So we know that patient engagement, a major part of efforts in healthcare right now. We're trying to reduce costs, we're trying to improve experience, all of the things that can help improve healthcare. So what does that mean? It means we need to contact patients. We need to invite them to participate in their care.
Okay.
So tools like Getwell Loop reach out to the patient, invite them to participate, almost guide them through their journey to improve outcomes.
Okay. Well, what was specifically interesting about Getwell that prompted us to focus on that?
You know, this is a tool of theirs we had not rated before, and we know it's important to providers. You think of post-pandemic, hopefully we're getting closer to post-pandemic.
Sure.
And people are trying to figure out healthcare. How do we navigate the waters of healthcare today? It's different than it was in 2020 and different than 2019.
Right.
We need more participation. We've got to connect with them outside the walls of the hospital and different care settings. So tools like this can surpass that and really reach out and try to engage patients.
Well, speaking of providers, we obviously talked to some of their customers. What were some of the interesting things that we found when we talked to them?
You know, I took a call from a doctor that was actually really tickled about this. He said, you know, this gives me a way to efficiently communicate with my patients, and I look like a genius, is what he said. He said, this makes me look like I'm available, and I really can respond quickly and care and guide them throughout their journey. So that particular call really boded well.
Okay. What were some of the challenges that you found in some of the feedback you got?
You know, like a lot of tools, some people talked about integration challenges, and that's not new to any healthcare solution, right? It's something everyone's trying to figure out.
Sure.
That came up. Also, some patients trying to figure out how to easily log in or change login password or username. Sometimes that was brought up. I wouldn't say major things, but something we heard a few times.
Okay. What were the major takeaways that you got?
As you think of tools, they really have to go and guide that patient throughout their journey, before, during, and after an episode of care. That came up in the feedback. People said, you know, this helps us feel like we're truly leading the patient by the hand, helping them know their next step, and really navigating them through their care. So that was easy to validate.
Thanks so much for that insight. That's really interesting. It sounds like a great report. And if you'd like to take a look at that report, you can actually see it on our website at classresearch.com. Also, if you're aware of any interesting vendors who might be emerging or innovative, we'd love to research those as well. And you can send those referrals to us at etech@classresearch.com. Thanks again, Adam, for joining us today, and thanks so much for watching.